From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's briefing. It's Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. From Detroit Free Press reporter Christina Hall. The veterinary profession is facing increasingly worsening strains of difficulty due to a shortage of veterinarians and veterinary technicians. An influx of pets and specialty care for those pets is also adding to the difficulty. The COVID-19 pandemic has only further exacerbated this challenge. Data from the 2020 U.S. Pet Census and American Veterinary Medical Association shows an increase in ownership of both dogs and cats over the past several years. A report from Mars Veterinary Health last year calculated that more than 40,000 new veterinarians will be needed to meet projected demands in 2030. The report also indicated that more than 75 million pets in the U.S. may not have access to veterinary care by 2030 without intervention. Veterinarians suggest owners buy pet insurance when their pet is young and healthy if they can afford it, to help stave off high medical bills at a future, potentially worse time. Also, provide your pet preventative care routine exams. It's also suggested one should establish a good relationship with your regular veterinarian and seek a relationship with more than one facility so you have a backup if you need it. For more on the story, including a photo gallery of Animal Emergency Center of Novi, search for Christina Hall's subscriber-exclusive More Pets, Fewer Vets Bring Strain on Veterinary Profession on Freep.com.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist at the Detroit Free Press. If you're shopping for a new car or truck powered solely by electricity, or even a plug-in hybrid, you're going to need to take a very deep dive into a long, complicated list of rules to qualify for a tax credit of up to $7,500. The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 changed the rules for new vehicles bought from 2023 to 2032. Know this up front, that some people will make too much money to qualify. To qualify for an EV tax credit for a vehicle bought in 2023 or after, your modified adjusted gross income can't be higher than $300,000 if married filing a joint return, or $150,000 if single. Right now, go to irs.gov to see a list of the makes and models that could qualify for this credit. The information is listed under manufacturers and models for new qualified clean vehicles purchased in 2023 or after. But here's something to look forward to. The new IRS guidance that's expected to be released as soon as March. This is going to change the rules and change what qualifies and what doesn't. More and more, you're going to need to talk with your dealer. A tax expert at Baker Tilly told me that the dealer should be able to tell you, yes, this car is eligible, and this is the amount of credit you can claim on it. The IRS is issuing more guidance on critical minerals and battery components, and much will depend on the battery in each car. After that guidance, one car could have a battery that doesn't qualify for any credit, and another car of the same model could have a battery that does qualify. In 2023 and going forward, the dealer does have to give you a report and tell you what that credit will be. And you'd have to buy that new car from a registered dealer.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department doing a schedule check with Michigan State basketball. The tragic shooting on MSU's campus 2 weeks ago halted all school activities for a couple of days, including the men's basketball team's game against Minnesota. MSU coach Tom Izzo told the media on Monday that game will now not be made up, further complicating a muddled Big Ten tournament picture. The Spartans and Golden Gophers will now only play 19 conference games, and one assumes the Big Ten will use win percentage to seed teams in the 14-team tournament next week. There's no official word yet because the conference has yet to say anything, which, above everything else, really has Izzo ticked off. Alas, his team will have to shake off Saturday's uber disappointment in Iowa to take on Nebraska tonight at 9 out in Lincoln.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, check out Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.